How do you feel when you look back on some of the music that y'all made, though? Because some of that stuff is just flat out iconic and timeless.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
Let's Get Married is probably billion times it's been played at a wedding. I mean, you can't even go to a wedding without that song getting played. What the hell? You talking about the president's daughter jamming the Let's Get Married at her wedding?
Crazy, bro. Like, when you see something like that, you realize, you know, you are in the culture. You know what I mean? And not only are you in the culture, but people taking notice of it. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing it at the president's daughter's wedding. I remember seeing it at certain, you know, you got basketball game when you hear the songs in the background when it's on TV. Like, it was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And when you come up with something like that, because I remember it really started from Gotta Be. When we did Gotta Be, it was so many people sending our label videos and things of them getting married to our song. So you know how used to get the fan mail back then. So you get all this fan mail, you see certain videos, you see people just talking about, you know, he proposed me to this song. And so once we saw the effect of that, JD said to us, he was like, look, man, people really out here getting married off this song. Why don't y'all really give them a song for people, you know, to get married to? Ooh. He's like, what you mean? He's like, just make a song and let's get married. So we took that concept, we wrote the record. And, you know, it's just one of the things, as soon as it was done, we was like I remember Wingo wanted to drop it first. But we was like, man, I also knew that He Can't Love You was so sonically different.
That was hard
too. We got to drop this first. I said, one thing about He Can't Love You, it's one of them songs, as soon as you hear it, and you understand this is Jagged Edge, as soon as it come on, you're going to be like, you know how, because some songs come on and you ain't sure what song it is till somebody starts saying something. I like this song, as soon as you hear that, dun, dun, ooh, as soon as you hear that part, you going to know what it is. So we got to drop this first. And it was the perfect thing because it set Let's Get Married up better than we probably could have done it without dropping that first. You know what I'm saying? Having
them bullets in the chamber. Yeah. What was that like, knowing that you was about to go out here and take the game over?
Man, it was crazy, but excuse me.
Take your time.
I remember that's exactly what it felt like. Even our label was telling us off the top, like, this album is a classic.
Yeah.
You know, it was people telling us that who had just reviewed the album, who, you know, on the project before act like they didn't want to even deal with us. Now this project coming, they like, these, you know. I remember even going to Soul Train and Don Cornelius came out. He was like, man, this is my favorite album in a long time.
My God.
If you see the Soul Train Awards that year, we ended up winning Album of the Year, right?
Yeah.
So, but I remember him coming to our label. He was like, man, this is my favorite group right now. Like, we actually heard Don Cornelius say this. You know what I'm saying? So at that point in time, it was like, you know, even I remember us going on 106 in Park and Luther Vandross coming on there.
What?
He just wanted to meet us. He just wanted to be a part of what we did. He came out there just to big us up. It's clips going around the internet right now. You'll see Luther Vandross, and he's like, the reason I love Jagged is because they sing songs the way they're supposed to be sang.
Come on,
you know
now.
What I'm saying? So when you see yourself putting this project together, and you feel like it's something too.
Yeah.
But then when you get that validation from people who I always looked up to Don Cornelius. I always looked up my mom and them Luther to death in my house. You know what I'm saying? So when you see certain things happening, it's like we done did something. You know what I'm saying?
What does it do to the money when you got back-to-back classics coming out, going all the way to the top with it? How did that impact y'all financially?
Man, it's a beautiful thing. You know, we still out here making records and still making money off new records, but we still make a lot of money off of what we did.
Come on.
You know what I mean? It's a blessing. Me and my sister, we was just talking about R. Kelly, and people was like, he broke. No, but if you understand what R. Kelly's potion looks like, he can really never be broke.
Come on.
He might be broke for a second till that next check comes.
Exactly.
But when that next check comes, it's going to more than replenish, right?
Exactly.
So with us, it's been a blessing because it's times when, you know, we 10 albums in 20-something years, so we basically average an album every two and a half years, right? Just throughout our career, that's what we average. And when you have certain things hit the way those first 2, 3, 4 did, them statements still nice just from that work. You know what I mean? So it's something you got to appreciate, you got to be thankful for, and, you know, understand it's a blessing. It ain't us, bro. It's the Most High at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Did you feel like the money changed y'all in any way? And how did that impact you just mentally, knowing that, hey, man, it's going to be a long time before I'm broke again?
You know what? I don't think it changed us in that way. I think it changed us in a sense of, we did, but we went through a reckless period of time. And I saw my brother touching on this before too, about us hanging out with JD and that kind of curve in the way we thought when we first got in the game. But I'll say this too. When we used to hang out with JD, we would get into little things even with JD.
Oh.
But JD was always. He used to be like, man, these niggas like some rock and roll nigga. These niggas crazy. You know what I'm saying? He would think it was funny. You know what I mean? He never like, y'all when y'all get into the game for real, they gonna have a problem. He never told us that. He would laugh it off and be like, man, these niggas gonna get us some headlines or something like. You know what I'm saying? So I think in a sense, when you talk about four guys who we was so down for each other. Period. You know what I mean? I can't watch something happen to my brother and not lose my mind. And that's for all three of them. Yeah. And that's how we've always backed each other up. I don't care what it was. You know what I mean? When we was right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? So in the sense of money coming and giving you a little more room to be a little more reckless at times, yes, it did. But it didn't make us like, oh, I'm better than nobody. We that's not our personalities really. We all grounded in that sense. But yeah, money gave us, some options to some wilder nights, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we did with it.